All right, welcome back to Hollow Knight, our, and thank you for the follow, Novinator. It's our 112% full guided walkthrough. I've played this game countless times, 112%ed it a bazillion times, platinumed it multiple times on every platform, and I'm going to show you everything. Today's part 2, so we got a lot to do. If I haven't got to meet you yet, hi, my name's PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your stay. So, this third file right here, this is the one that we're rolling with. And last time, we went through all the early game stuff, beat a few bosses. I think we're up to 10 or 11 grubs, somewhere around there. And we just made it to the edge of City of Tears, where we stopped at a bench with our buddy Quirrell. And we started hearing that beautiful piano. So, let's continue on. And I'll show you some more things. City of Tears. Oh, I guess I spoiled that, actually. Because yesterday we didn't know where we are. I just said we're almost to the city. So I kind of spoiled the name. Sorry about that. This city is massive, and there's it can be a little confusing at first, but it's the City of Tears. As soon as you come down, which you probably should just ride that elevator down, I did not, but when you drop down, you're going to want to go left at first. This sign is Y. You'll understand what that means soon. Because we're about to get another upgrade. Remember, we're still focusing on Geo. We want to keep collecting as much Geo as we can. We do have enough to go get the lantern now. We're not going to get it just yet, but we will very soon. So this building right here is where we're headed. No, I didn't get caught back up in Majora's Mask. This is the Nail Master. No, I think he's called something else. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later if you're still breathing.
Runjo
Stunja to you too. Oh, I thought you were someone else. Nail Smith, that's it. Nail Master, we'll meet them later. This is the Nail Smith. After a nail smith, are you? Well, you found one. I'm not much for talk, but if it's a nail that needs repair, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. So, we can pay 250 Geo to strengthen our nail. So this is our first melee upgrade that's not a charm. Because remember, we have fragile strength equipped. As you wish. I'll get to work then. Boom. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that this will upgrade our nail damage from 5 to 9, I think, per hit. There we go. The reforging is complete. I've honed your nail's edge. You'll find it much stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test its strength against your foes. So nearly double as strong. And with the bonus of the 1.5 times damage. Oh, well, look at that. Before, it was 2 nail swings plus a spirit. There, it's just 2 nail swings now. But with that 1.5 boost, we do quite a bit of damage now. So we're in pretty good shape. We cannot upgrade it more just yet. We need some additional items. But that sign, that's just telling us, hey, Nailsmith is this direction. Now, if you come to the bottom and you head to the right, we'll see that we can only go so far right now. So I'll show you what that looks like. But now we can go back to that, hit and move strategy. This sign right here is for an NPC that we can sell certain items to. He's on the other side of this door, but we can't get there just yet. For now, we can grab a geo stash. But we're going to have to come around to get up there. This is like a manhole cover that requires a simple key. So we don't have one just yet, so we can't do anything there. Oh, thank you, Novinator. Yeah, no, get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. Did I not update? Uh-oh. Did I not update stream category? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. You might have to refresh. Oh, yeah, these signs, they all actually mean stuff. Now, here is an important little cutscene. And there's our friend, Miss Hornet. Again, we meet, little ghost. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. Hey, Rainio, welcome in. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of two voids. It's no surprise, then, you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you'd still attempt a role in Hallownest's perpetuation, seek the grave in ash and the mark it would grant to one like you. That's a very important sentence that gives us some direction. And then she goes away. We can inspect. In this monument, it says, Memorial to the Hollow Knight. In the black vault far above, through its sacrifice, Hallownest lasts eternal. So remember, at the very beginning of the game, we walked in the Black Egg, the little Black Egg Temple Sanctuary place. And I said we can't do anything here, and there were those pictures with the three faces. Well, we can see those three faces surrounding the Hollow Knight. So, sorry, but if you thought you were playing as the Hollow Knight the whole time, well, if you know, you know. But for now, we'll say, sorry, you were wrong. But if you know, you know. I'll explain more as we get there. Black Egg Temple added to map. So now, whenever we check our map...
Kathy, it smells like a pizzeria in here.
Oh, I know, but it doesn't cost like a pizzeria in here because these pizzas cost about $1 each. Look with our
Kathy,
beans
that
and meat.
smell
Oh, it does. Doesn't it smell great?
There you go. So you can see that I can't, like right between those two spots, Dirtmouth and Forgotten Crossroads, that big black head, that is the Black Egg Temple marked on our map, where we can find them. But if you go a little bit further to the right, you meet another dead end. So, remember, Hornet told us that we need to make our way to the grave in ash. So that is our next goal. It's a little bit confusing and misleading because you might think, oh, my next goal is to go to that Black Egg Temple. And if you go there, you still can't do anything. So, that's why I said you really need to pay attention to what Hornet is saying. We need to go back up a little bit, and we need to take the high road here in City of Tears. So we want to go up, 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 up. If you go all the way up here, you can get an item, which we'll be able to trade in for some money here pretty soon. This is a Hallownest seal. But that's not our main thing we want. We want to open some of these locked doors. Yeah, Rainio, I did. Prince of Persia, it's very good. I pushed to jump, and he did not jump. See that same sign that we saw at the bottom? I said that will send us to a guy who we can trade some stuff in for money, so we can come from the other direction. And there's that door. Now it's open, and here's his room. This is Relic Seeker Len. Aye, come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine, and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. Still, I imagine you come across many interesting items in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'd offer a fair trade for each. So this is where we take some of those items that you didn't know what to do with, like Wanderer's Journals or Hallownest Seals. Wanderer's Journal, it says these journals give us an interesting glimpse into the minds and hearts of those who lived before us. They're a common find, so I can't offer you too much for them. A Wanderer's Journal, eh? Though they're common finds about the kingdom, I much enjoyed the deciphering of their text. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. It seems fate was unkind to most who travel within Hallownest's ruin. And Hallownest seals. These ornate seals were the official symbols of the king and his knights, and were treasured by those who carried them. The king and his knights are long gone, but the seals still hold value as curiosities. I'll pay a modest price for them. Hallownest seal, eh? Very interesting, this. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hallownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Oh yeah, Cooking, and I have played this, I don't even know how many times. That's why I'm doing a narrated 112% guided playthrough, so that other people who are wanting to play, I'm going to show you everything. Every secret, every item, every boss, everything that you need, but all the other things that you don't need, but that are just cool and secret throughout the game. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time, it'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities. And we will as we play the game. We'll learn more about those 5 great knights, and I'll point them out to you as we come across them. We have already come across one, kind of. I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned of each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on aesthetic merits. Looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me. I'll bring you a fair amount of geo for them. Okay, so we just got a lot more moolah. Now then, let's continue exploring. There's some more doors that we need to open. You can hear that little chirping sound. That's one of those dive bomber dudes. Yeah, I think we have to go up and then around to get through there. Have you ever played this, Cookie? It's so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's one of them. Boom. Let him do his thing. Hit this switch to open this door. That'll allow us to go back down. And we can start opening some more doors, like that one. Oh, totally mistimed that. And this one. And then that, we could ride all the way up. Oh, dude, if you haven't, wow. Highly recommend. It's a beautiful game, like you can see. It's very pretty and the music is wonderful and all that, but it also, it's like the best Metroidvania I've ever played. Does such a good job of making you just get lost, which if you like that feeling, you'll love this. If that's frustrating to you, you might not like it as much, because it's very good at that. Yeah, and then like super deep lore and story and just figuring out what happened in this world and what's going on is very well done. Okay, so for now we're going to go up the right path. And there's a bench up that way. I don't remember if this way is locked yet. Yeah, it's locked. Okay, so we'll have to come around to open that door later. We do not have a map yet for this area. We have not found Cornifer, but we will before too long. Here's our next grub, which is either number 11 or 12. Oh. You can see a piece of paper, which means we're near Cornifer. Okay. Oh, very simple. And another sign to the bench. Do you like big lore and story games? Then you would love Hollow Knight and Silksong. They're both very full of those. I have such a crazy backlog of games. I decided to play games that I've beaten before instead of making progress on my backlog. All right, here's a bench. This bench I would recommend getting. It's not necessary, but it could be helpful for an upcoming boss. There's another bench that you could grab instead. I'll show you that one too, but this could come in handy. Hello, Cornifer. Isn't this a change from those twisting natural caverns? The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all, but the architecture is simply splendid. That's tough, Rainio. Which one is better music-wise? I think I would lean towards Hollow Knight as well, but it's close. Those soundtracks are both amazing. Everything about both games is amazing. Overall, I prefer Hollow Knight slightly to Silksong, but Silksong's also not done, because we're about to get our first DLC at some point this year, and I don't know how many other DLCs we'll get. We'll see. But as they stand right now, I prefer Hollow Knight. Charting such a different space is quite the challenge, though one I've eagerly undertaken. Perhaps you'd care to purchase a copy of my achievements so far? Yes, I would. Yeah, it does remind me of the Luigi's Mansion humming. So that's what we've uncovered thus far. All right. So let's go over to the left, and we'll open... Oh, here's our friend, Zote. Oi, watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, then that's what's going to happen. Curse this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly fall from above. It's no wonder this blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Shut up, Zote. And see, we can start seeing mushrooms. Just always there's those little transition pieces because the world is interconnected. So this door, remember we were on the other side of that yesterday, but now that door's open. And up here, we will unlock another stag station for our fast travel. Right here's another one of those trees we can't interact with just yet, but we will before too long. Here we've got a simple key, our first simple key, which we will use in a little bit to go down that manhole I showed you earlier. I'm trying to remember exactly how many simple keys there are in the game. I can't remember offhand. Maybe 4? Seems like there's 4. Okay. Couldn't remember if there was anything else down there or not. And take a look at our geo. We've got nearly 3,000, so we're doing well on that. We'll be able to get all the things that we want here pretty soon. There's a sign for our stag station. But first, let's grab this item, which is a Wanderer's Journal. Remember, that's good for 200 geo from Relic, Relic Seeker Lim. Let's see. Actually, let's go this way first. Then we'll come right back. Because this will allow us to operate the lift that we saw yesterday in episode 1, which will take us up to back into Forgotten Crossroads. But before we engage with that. Let's head over here. Oh yeah, break that chain so this drops so you can get up here easily. Nope, don't do that. I don't think there's anything up here, but I can't remember every single square inch of this game. Yep, no, nothing up there on that one. Another reason Geo is so important, not just buying things from the shops, but all these little things, they add up. All your, benches and toll or stag stations and whatever. They all just add up. We are going to take the stag for now and go back to a couple of places. First he says, you've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations and you'll have my deepest gratitude. All right, let's go back to Queen Station for a moment. That was the one near Fungal Wastes and Fog Canyon. Because remember, there was a mask shard that we could see and hear right here, but we couldn't get. We can hear it. It's right there. But we couldn't get it because we didn't have Mantis Claw yet. But now we do. So we can go up here. Let's smash face first into those spikes. Oh. Okay, I don't even know what spikes I hit. That was weird. Open the door, grab the mask shard, starting our next mask. I don't think there's anything up here. No. And voila. There are more things we could do here, but nothing too wild, so yeah, for now, we're just gonna run right back into the stag station, and we're gonna go back to Dirtmouth. Actually, let's go Crossroads first. Because we're gonna go see another vendor that we have not gotten to encounter just yet. A very annoying, squishy grub lady. Let's see, she is nearby. So we're going to go all the way over here where we fought Gruz Mother. And now, remember I said we can't get up there yet, but now we can. And there's a bench. Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. This is Salubra, the charm lover. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townsfolk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes, this is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh, yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. Okay, so Salubra has several charms for us to purchase, as well as charm notches, which is super important because obviously the more charm notches, the more charms you can use. But you unlock the ability to buy more by buying more charm notches by buying more charms. So some of the first ones that I would recommend getting are this one. Shaman Stone is one of the most important and powerful charms in the whole game. It costs 3 charms, but it greatly increases the power of your spells, which we only have 1 so far, but we'll have 3. And spells, especially early on, are so much more powerful, as we've already seen, than our nail. Remember, the Vengeful Spirit. Right now it does 15, and at the beginning our nail only did 5. So that one, highly recommend. This one is a personal favorite for me, Steady Body. It only costs 1, and all it does is it reduces knockback when you attack. So when you hit something, you don't get pushed back a little bit. So this is one of my favorites. So I always try to have this one on. I'm going to go ahead and grab all the charm notches that I can. Long Nail is a great one too. Remember, Mark of Pride that we got yesterday increases your nail size by 25% and costs 3 notches. This one costs 2 notches and increases it by 15%. So there's one of the main charm builds that I use that uses Long Nail, and I really do enjoy this one, so I'll grab that too. But now I'll grab the charm notches that I can, which that's it right now. We need several more charms before we can get another charm notch. Lifeblood Heart will add... I forget how many. I think this one adds 2 lifebloods to your masks. Remember, those are the ones that they're a mask, but you can't heal it back. Once you get hit, it's gone until you rest at a bench again. Quick Focus enables you to heal faster. But it costs 3 notches, so take that for what you will. So let's see. Now I have 2 notches to work with. For now, I think I'm going to do this. Steady Body and throw Gathering Swarm back on. I would like to put Long Nail on, but I need another slot, then I would take out Gathering Swarm. I still want Compass just because this is a guided thing and I'm trying to show you things. Up and to the right, there is another area that there are ways around this to reach this by dying and pogoing off of your shade. But I'm not planning on dying, so I can't show you that one. But right up above there is an entrance to another area. So I'm not going to go that way right now, but just know that that exists. Oh, see, now I can just walk forward and I don't get pushed back. So that's how I'm used to playing. Okay, let me look at the map and see what areas. Actually, we could go all the way over to the left, past that lift that we just opened a few moments ago. And I believe there's a grub over on that side. We'll find out what's over there. I don't always remember, especially all the grubs and extra rooms and things. Also, you can't always... See, now these doors are open. You can't always trust your map perfectly to find everything, because there's a lot of, like, invisible walls and things like that that won't show up on the map. See, like that? Boom. Already, there's something. Geodeposit. There's a little tunnel down here. Trying to remember what all is over here. There's something. A mask shard, a vessel fragment. This is our first vessel fragment. So, you can see on the top left our soul container. Well, we can expand that beyond just that one big face full of soul. Whenever you get 3 vessel fragments, you will get another, basically third of another full face. So it's kind of like whenever you've maxed it out and gotten all 9 vessel fragments in the game, you will have 2 full soul containers. Basically how that works. Not exactly, but basically. Close enough. Okay. Oh, I believe we can go see Mila again and hear something a little bit different from her. So yeah, let's go do that. And then we'll go up to Dirtmouth. No, not that way. Oh, that does not sound very pleasant. I agree. Yeah, through here. Remember we saw our friend who was humming that song and picking away? She's still humming. Oh, hello again. Are you still running about? Why not join me down here? There's plenty of wealth in these rocks for anyone willing to put a bit of work in. Those crystals out there are worth a fair bit, but I have a feeling that there's something even more valuable hidden just a bit deeper in. I can almost smell it. Ha ha. You're welcome to join me. There's enough for both of us. Or if you don't feel like digging, you can just sit and sing with me. Ha ha ha. Not today, Mila. I was foolish. I farmed Geo to buy her out of it. Oh, Salubra? Did you really? Oops. Okay. I didn't think that hit me, but okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's one I would sit and watch either, Gunslinger. Oh, it's this again. Oh, that symbol on the bottom left means that we have hit our quota for unlocking the journal entry for that particular enemy. Let's go back to Grub Father, and we'll get another charm for reaching 10, which is a really good charm, one I often use a lot. I believe that's it. Yep, this is Grub Song. Grub Song, it costs one charm notch. Oh, there we go. We hit that quota. And it gives you a little bit of soul back every time you take damage. Up here is a breakable wall with, first off, some Geo, and then there's one of those little trees that we can't interact with just yet, right here. But keep it in mind for later. Break the sign. Now, instead of ascending here, we're going to physically jump up here, because in here, there's a Hallownest seal. And then you can just jump the rest of the way. And this is Tiso. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. Deal. And we can see this door is now open. The last time it was not. And in here, we can find another mask shard. Ta-da! And we see a certain bug laying on the bed. Do you recognize that bug? And we see a little plush of us on the shelf. It's kind of weird, kind of creepy, but I'll explain. This says, the white savior. The maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, into despair she fell until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning water, and dove toward the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being, sharp horns gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. That is Bretta, that we saved yesterday. Remember, by the Mantis Lords? She was all confused and scared, and, oh, you came back for me, and oh, thank you. And she was all nervous and all flustered, because now, basically, she has a crush on us. That's why she's writing this story about us, this pale white savior who reached out and rescued her, the maiden, the damsel, whatever, and she made a little plush of us, and she's kind of creepy. But yeah, she's just laying there on the bed asleep right now. Cookie Ninja said, it was a fun first live stream for me. I have to do a 5-mile training run. I pray that the rest of your stream goes well and you continue to be a reflection of God's light to those that need it. Absolutely. Thank you so much for hanging out, for being with us today, man. I hope you enjoy the Dark Souls playthroughs that you're watching. And yeah, good luck on your training. You got this, man. Go out. You got it. Work hard. Train hard. Okay. Elderbug, I think he'll say some updated things. Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. Talking about Sly. Now, Sly, there's a couple more things we can get. We could get another mask shard and a vessel fragment. Simple key. We can also get our Lumafly lantern, which I'm not going to grab it just yet. But for now, let's grab a mask shard. And we can get the vessel fragment while we're here. I don't know that I'm going to grab the simple key just yet. Well, actually, we can't even get it. It's 950. Stalwart Shell is not good, but I'll get it just because we need to get it. We got to get everything. But also, the more of those that we get, the more charm notches we'll be able to buy from Salubra. Let's go see what we can get from Zelda, if anything. Okay, so these items here, bench pin will show you all the benches on the map. Cocoon pin will show you all the lifeblood cocoons, where they are. Vendor pins will show you all the vendors, and they all have different little icons. Stagway pin will show you all the Stagway locations. Hot spring pin will show you those. These other ones are pins that you can manually add. Just if you find a spot that you want to remember or something, you can mark it on the map yourself. For now, I'm just going to buy the bench pin and the Stagway pin. Hot springs, there's, I think, like only 2 in the game. So it doesn't really come into play too much. Cocoon pin, I never really go out of my way looking for one. I know where all the vendors are. But eventually we'll get those too, because we're going to get everything. So that's a little bit to get us going. And we still have, 471 Geo after that. Okay. So now... Oh, I will say, back in Dirtmouth, one option that you could do, especially if you're dying a lot, is you could use the simple key that you got or buy the simple key from Sly. And going back to city storerooms. And at the very top right of Dirtmouth, there was that locked door that needed a key, remember? That room behind that door is only used for one thing. You take rancid eggs, which we could buy one from Sly. You can also find some throughout the game. I found one earlier. And you can go turn those in to an NPC inside that room. And they will retrieve your shade for you. So basically what that means is if you die, remember when you die, you lose all your geo and your shade, your ghost, stays behind where you died. If it's in a really tough place, somewhere you keep trying and you keep dying and you're like, oh, I wish I could just get my shade back. Well, you don't have to go back there. If you have a rancid egg, you can take it to that NPC and the NPC will retrieve your shade for you. So, pretty cool. Okay, now then, let's progress through City of Tears a little more. we are going to go to a sub area of City of Tears and fight a boss and get a new ability. Are you going to overcharm to get the Silk Song effect? No, although I could. So that, let me show you that. For anyone who's doesn't know what that means. Basically, you can do something called overcharm. See right here, it'll be like, oh, you can't do that. But if you try to force it by you keep pushing it, it'll do that. Now you're overcharmed, and it'll be all shaky and scary and whatever. And you can have this full effect of all the charms that you put on, but it comes at a price. Now you take double damage. So, bear that in mind. But no, I won't be doing that. Because I'm trying to create a playthrough that people can follow and all that, and your first playthrough, do not overcharm. Because boom, oh no, I'm already down 2 masks, just like that. One little dumb movement. Okay, so through this door, this will take us into that sub area I was referring to. And we'll fight a lot of kind of annoying enemies in this area. But this area is called the Soul Sanctum. Where do you learn about Overcharmed? You don't really. That's one thing I love about these games is they don't tell you a lot of things. That's why okay, this right here, you can hear Cornifer, right? Like, oh, he's close. And we just saw him. He's on the other side of this wall. If you hit this wall a few times, you can break it and bridge that gap. Ta-da. Like that. So there's that area we were just at. Yeah, a lot of people find out just because they're like, huh, that's kind of weird. I keep messing with that and it's like shaking, but no, now there's this weird lightning thing. What happens if I keep pushing it? And then boom. That's right. Exactly, Uncle Ryan. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There is a slot for some kind of key. Not a simple key. The key word in there is ornate. Later on, we will find an ornate key that we can use in there. But not yet. I don't... let's see, I don't know if we can make that jump. Oh, it's so close. Nope. Whenever you do that, and you make contact on the side of something, start mashing the jump button, and you might be able to kick off that wall. But like right there, I think this one doesn't allow you to. Because you'll bump your head on this corner. If you're too high, later on we'll be able to do it, but looks like not just yet. Yeah, no, not yet. That's okay. We don't need to go up there just yet. I was just curious. Because there are some there are some workarounds to get into places early. There's a lot of them, actually. These little containers... Oh, and blobby guys. These little containers you'll find throughout the Soul Sanctum, and all they do is they give you soul. Very simple. This door, got to open from the other side. Oh, okay. I didn't think I was pushing up. Hold on. Let's go through here first. Open that. This says, Record Abba, the mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints. To attain a pure focus, is it even possible? Gives us a little hint into what were they trying to do here. Oops. grab the elevator and ride up. I must not be stupid enough to try to use more charms than slots. Put that into your own language so it doesn't sound offensive. No, that's perfect. Here's a little mini boss type guy. He's called the Soul Warrior. He only has a few moves. Use your Vengeful Spirit, you'll be fine. He's not too tough. Really, I think these guys are more annoying than him, because they keep avoiding you. They'll stay just out of range. Open that door. Ta-da. I was wondering if a hit and a spirit would kill them, but apparently not. Boom, this will open that door. Ride this up. We're almost to the boss. Remember to use your spells. They are powerful. They're good. Here's one of those shaking floors that we've seen several of, and we'll see more. Steady body's throwing me off now. This opens that door. Up here, we'll have a little mini gauntlet kind of thing. A bunch of very weak enemies. That's it. And here we find a very cool charm called Spell Twister. Spell Twister costs 2 charm notches, and it makes it to where our spells don't require as much soul to cast. Hey, Q2. Welcome in. Okay, did I miss a bench? Because the boss is right here. I think I missed the bench that I said I was going to show you another bench that was close. Hold on. I want to show you that. Where was it? Where is that bench? Yeah, no, it only shows up on ones that you've actually sat on. No, I guess not. What am I thinking of? It'll come to me later. It's just apparently not here. Sorry. All right, let's go fight the boss. So the bench by Cornifer is going to be your closest bench. Huh, that's really confusing now. It's going to bother me. I know there is a bench by another boss. Which boss is it? I don't know. I'll find it later. Whenever I get there, I'll be like, oh, duh, this was what I was thinking of. Let's see, it's up higher in City of Tears, whatever it is. Oh, wait, no. No, yeah, no. Okay. All right, let's fight the boss. Here we go. Boss time. Look in the background. He's just standing there, menacingly. This is Soul Master. He teleports around a lot, but you can stagger him pretty easily. Use your spells. Watch out for his dive. Whenever he dives, dash out of the way and jump. Boom. Easy peasy. And then he screams and freaks out. You want to get out of the way. Oh, wait, no. First, here's our upgrade. Kinda, sorta. Fake out. Bam. Phase 2. Phase 2, jump, hit if you can, dash. Jump, hit, dash. Jump, hit, dash. Jump, hit, okay. And then he'll go into a phase where he does that a little bit, hit him a couple times, he's dead. And now we can get the upgrade for real. If that was Silk Song, that'd be phase 1 out of 15. That's right. Yeah, don't die at that boss, no. This is Desolate Dive. Tap B while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. All right, so, that opens up this door. Excuse me. And it kind of filters us to force us to use the spell. But first, make sure you come up here and there will be some geo that you can get. That you definitely want, because that's what, 380 geo? That definitely comes in handy. You hear that kind of shaking thing? Boom. Now you can slam through that, and that's kind of a hidden extra one that just gives you this little lore thing. Record Senda. Spare thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mind shall overcome us now. So basically what was going on in this Soul Sanctum is that the bugs of the Soul Sanctum were trying to reach some form of enlightenment or higher being or something by consuming soul, the white stuff that we use for spells and whatever. Anytime there's a shaking thing, you do that move, Desolate Dive, and now we know, oh, there's been lots of those that we've seen. We can go interact with all of those. Hit this switch. But bugs like the Soul Master that we just saw, and that opened this door, they were consumed with that soul until it overtook them, basically. Hallownest seal. That's why, like, whenever we kill these kind of bugs, they're just, like, made of soul. But also, you may notice everything that we hit pretty much leaks some kind of orange stuff. We'll learn about that more as we play through the game. But see all these bug corpses? These are all bugs that they sacrificed in order to gain their soul and put it in themselves. Very dark, creepy, twisted stuff going on here. All right, killed our share of those. you noticed that we passed a grub earlier, so we want to go back and grab that grub. Ta-da! Yeah, that's right, Gigi. I guess I didn't look too hard into it. It still stands as cute bug game to me. Yeah, that's why it's a cool thing about Oh, and There's Soul Master is that it can be just that, just a cute bug game. But the story is there if you want to dig in. It's like Dark Souls and like so many of those kind of games. There's all this stuff under the surface for those who want to look. But you don't have to enjoy the game. And now we're back at the beginning area of Soul Sanctum. Yeah, I guess there's not a bench inside Soul Sanctum. Never really picked up on that. Yeah, it is a very dark and sad world and game. It truly is. There's no getting around that. Ta-da. Oh, Cornifer has left. And now we can see our map of the Soul Sanctum. Ta-da. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go back down into City of Tears and over to the right half of the city. Nope, that's Soul Sanctum. That's the front door. We don't want that. That's where we found a grub earlier. We don't need that. Nope, this door is closed. It's not that. I'm trying to remember how you get over there now. This has happened to me many times when I've played, actually. I often forget how to open that one door. Oh, I can't put a thing. But the very bottom right of what we have opened, I often forget how to get on that side and open that door. Let's see. I guess there are... The nice thing about it is it's a Metroidvania. There are multiple ways to do everything in the game. So I can think of a few ways to do that, but one that I want to do, maybe not. For now, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go back to Forgotten Cross, or to Dirtmouth first. Actually, no, not first. First, we need a little bit more geo because it's time for us to go get our lantern. Hey, Coward Duck. No, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Oh, yeah, especially if you're not used to 2D side-scrollers. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I wonder if we can do the first Colosseum. Can we? Because that would give us a bunch of geo. I think we can. Thank you, Tommy Lee, for the follow. Welcome in. Nope, I wasn't even pushing up. Let's see if we can do that. I don't actually remember. Yeah. Oh, I know. Third Colosseum is very tough. It's very tricky. And Path of Pain is a great platforming challenge. But yeah, like you said, if you're not used to 3D or 2D platformers, yeah, that's going to be brutal. Wait. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I am a doofus. My bad. No. I know where we're going to go. We're not going there yet. My bad. Hang with me here. Remember, like I said, it's been a while since I've 112%ed. I always just speed run or do pantheons. We are going to go use that simple key that we got earlier, and we're going to go down into that manhole. Because there are multiple ways to get everywhere in this game. So getting on the other side of the City of Tears is not difficult. It's just which way do we want to go. Some ways are very difficult. Because, like, we could go get the tram pass, but and then take a tram over. To get that, though, we need to go through one of the most difficult areas in the game, Deep Nest, and we don't have the lantern yet. So that would be very, very painful right now, so we don't want to do that. We could go do, like, that shade skip and over by Salubra that I was telling you about through a new area. We could get over there that way. Which would also take us to that Graven Ash that Hornet told us we need to go to. There's a bunch of ways to get places, but we're going through the sewer. Okay. Oops. Let's see. I played this after lots of Dark Souls, thinking I was the king of gaming. Pride comes before the fall. That's exactly right. Oh, we do have a Hallownest seal and maybe a journal that we can go turn into Lem. Oh, we have 2 seals. Nice. Not playing Big Sis's game? No, we already did all the stuff in that one. Silksong, the final couple achievements took me a long time because they were 100% 100% the game in Steel Soul mode, which is permadeath, in under 30 hours. That run, that took me 9 attempts, and each one took some time. The final attempt, 100%ing that in Steel Soul, took 20 hours and 18 minutes. That was brutal. But now I'm doing a guide for people who are wanting to get into Hollow Knight. So this is the Royal Waterways. It's a pretty tricky, annoying area. The lantern can be helpful here. We don't have it yet, but it's not necessary. It's just, it helps. So even with strength and a nail upgrade, we still, these guys take 3 hits. They're kind of bulky. There's a lot of those guys down here, so be careful. It sounds horrific. It was. It's very horrific. I don't remember where Cornifer is down here, but we'll find him eventually. There's a bench that's kind of like lopsided down here. Yeah, right here. It's very weird, but it's just kind of thrown away. You hear those nasty, weird breathing sounds? They are these fat maggot things that do double damage. They're not your friend. But there's a lot of them and their little siblings. Those guys, you gotta wait until both parts of them, like, form and attack. So first, there's just a little standing up part, kill that. Then a flying part, kill that. Then a walking part that'll crawl up stuff and chase you forever. Did any of the 8 failed attempts have a lot of out? No, thankfully, I think 7 of the 8 failed ones all ended pretty early, because the hardest part of a Silksong Steel Soul 100% run is the early game, because you're already fighting very difficult enemies that do double damage, and you have no upgrades and no mask upgrades yet. So the early game is the hardest part of that run. Okay, now once you start seeing all this weird lumpy stuff and hearing that amazing voice, you'll know we're next to the next boss, who also is one of those 5 great knights that we learned about earlier. We have already fought one of them, kind of. The big guy at the beginning with the big thing that he slams, you know, False Knight. It wasn't really him. He's gone, but that weird maggot thing was in his shell. but he was, Ulgrim was his name, and he was one of the 5 great knights. We're about to fight another one of them who is still alive. And he's awesome. You'll like this guy. And you can slam down to get him out of his little hole anytime he goes down there. This is Dung Defender. Or wait, no, is this guy old? I can't remember. They're real names. Okay, so a few things about Dung Defender is you can juggle this guy pretty much indefinitely until you stagger him. He has an awesome theme song. Just watch out for that swipe. Whenever he goes into this phase, he'll go down, just dive. You'll bring him out, start wailing again. You can skip that whole part of the fight. If you can get under him, just bounce him until he staggers. And voila. Yeah, he's super cool. He's goofy, he's funny, he's friendly. He's not antagonistic. There he goes. Look, watch him in the background. He landed headfirst in the poop, and then he just crawls down in the poop. Because it's the dung, and he's got to defend it. And we got the Defender's Crest. Now this item we are going to turn on, and it will turn on the flow of acid through a couple of places that we'll deal with later. Let's open this. And can we go down here yet? Yeah, we can. Okay, so down here, this is kind of secretive, but if you noticed, it's kind of hinted that there's an arrow right here, but this floor wasn't shaking. So you just got to know that you can go down here. There's a few things. One, there's a king's idol, which is worth more. It's worth, I think, 800 geo that we can turn into Relic Seeker Limb. And we can see a little statue made out of poop of the king. We'll learn more about him later. And over here, we can see poop statues of the 5 great knights. There's the one for False Knight that we fought. We have not met these 3 yet. And this is Dung Defender that we just fought. Later on in the game, we'll be able to find Dung Defender down here. This is his little home. He'll be asleep over here, but he's not here yet because we just knocked him into next week. Where are you and how did you get here? We're in the Royal Waterways. We just fought Dung Defender. And right after that, where you turn on the acid, you can dive right underneath it. It doesn't shake, so you don't know that you can, but you can. Don't think I ever saw that secret. That's exactly why I'm making this guide, to show everyone all the things, all the secrets. There's so many just completely hidden things like that. Okay. Now, there is a lot more in the Royal Waterways. I'm not going to go explore the whole Royal Waterways right now because I'm just trying to get us to the right side of City of Tears. So now we're in this kind of abandoned little shaft, but we're going to go up and out here, which puts us back out into City of Tears. Ta-da! Panchito, Bandito, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. I missed out on how you got there. Yeah, so like that entire area, the Royal Waterways, that is... I can't... I don't have a way to mark on the map. You see the little icon of the Hollow Knight? Not my little ghost, but over to the left, there's the monument. Just to the left of that, there's the little down area. You go down there using a simple key into the manhole that opens up the Royal Waterways. Oh, you beat the dung guy. Okay, yeah. Then just to the right of his room, there's that lever that you turn on the acid. Directly under the lever, do a desolate dive. Do that, and you'll go through the floor. Even though it's not shaking, you can go through there. Okay. These weird-looking bugs, these are the rich, affluent members of the society. So they all drop quite a bit of geo, but they're all just kind of fat, lazy, defenseless bugs. So they try to fight back, but they're weaklings. here is the thing to open that door, the lever, and now, boom, we're back by the monument. We can go turn in that idol to Relic Seeker Lim. Let's see. Tangential question. Feel free to ignore. Have any of the elders or leaders at your church ever expressed concerns about your gaming and streaming? No. So I am the associate pastor here at our church. Something I say all the time is, hi, my name's PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, all the games in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world because I believe God loves gamers and so do I. And I stream from my church. So what you see here behind me, this is my church office. Like I'm a pastor at my church and I stream from my church office. But there's only two elders here at the church, me and my lead pastor. And he is in his 31st year here. I'm in my 18th year. We've been together a long time. And whenever I first started kind of feeling this call and idea to maybe try this as a way to be a light in the gaming world, I was explaining it to him and he was like, I don't really understand a lot of that, but it sounds like a great idea. You got my support. Go for it. And so I've been doing it it's been about 7 years that I've been doing it. And my whole church, a lot of them don't understand a lot of things because it's an older congregation for the most part, and they don't get a lot of that stuff, but they're supportive. They pray for us. They ask about how it's going all the time. I tell them the stories, all those kind of things. It was pretty cool. So I try to share the wins and, what God's doing in this space. And, but yeah, I've never really had any pushback from anyone in the church or anything, which is really cool. Only support, even if it's, I don't understand that, but keep it up. Go for it. And they'll ask questions. Hey, how's the gaming streaming thing going? We call it all sorts of things. The gaming ministry. How's that thing going? It's pretty cool. My office looks a bit different. Yeah. Your pastor sounds like a very understanding man. He is. Okay, so this is what happens for King's idols. Very gospel-hearted people. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. A king's idol, eh? Hallownest king was an elusive figure, defied by the citizens. With the king rarely seen, worship was offered through these idols. There's an expert craft to them. Few alive could match this skill. Looks like... Oh, yeah, we don't have any more. But, and I didn't even look. I think we got 800 for that. Yeah, how do you do, fellow cool kids? Oh, man. Daniel, I'm doing very well. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Okay. So now we're on the right side of... Whoa, that was weird. He, froze in midair. We're on the right side of City of Tears. If there were a way to get up here with our current moveset, then we could have done that, but there's not a way with what we had previously. Okay. We need to go to the Graven Ash before we go up there, because there is stuff that we could do up there, but we'll be limited pretty quickly. So now, on the right side, there's some stronger bugs. These guys, they do double damage, and they take a lot of hits, like that. So you want to be careful with them. And you can parry that, which your timing's got to be perfect on that, but as long as it doesn't make contact with you and you can parry it, you'll be fine. These flowers around this door, we can go in here, but only from the other way, like from the inside. So I'll show you that later. And those guys can hit up, so just kind of pay attention to which way his eyes are facing. So he's looking up, so he's going to swing up. This one... Okay, this requires a simple key, which we do not have yet. This is another spa, which I'll show you what goes on in there later. But Not yet. It's not necessary, but I'll show you later. Okay, in here, you can get quite a bit of geo, but not just from these guys. There we got, like 40. But over here to the right, if you jump up, there's a secret room with a big golden enemy that'll drop a lot of geo, but they take a lot of hits. They just kind of bounce around. They're not scary. You get 420 geo from that enemy. So, there's a nice little geo farm. Yeah, no problem, coward. That environment sounds very freeing to have a group of fellow believers that respect each other's, other people's interests. Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what it is and the way I think it should be. So I may not understand or, be into the same things that you are, but I get the heart behind this and I love you as a person, so you've got my support. I'm praying for you. I want to hear how it's going, all those kind of things. Woo! Walked right into that one. Or bounced into that one. Hello, I was holding down. Now here we go. There's a little sign. Hey, you're headed towards another stag station. So this is King's Station. If you remember earlier near Fungal Waste, we were at the Queen's Station. Well, this is the King's Station. Now you can go up here. We're not going to go up here just yet, but we'll be up there shortly. Okay, so yeah, if we go back through there, that just takes us over there. This sign, look, it says Stag Station, but if you go this way, you see, oh no, broken bench and no stag, just some bugs. Well, hold on. I'll show you some things about that. But first, we're going to go get the actual stag station. Okay. Which is over here. And we can see we've unlocked a lot of things. City of Tears. This one costs 300 geo, so it's quite a bit more expensive. Ta-da. Now, if you jump up here and actually make your jump, boom, and then start pogoing off this, come over here, you can get a Hallownest seal. All right. We're not going to take the thing just yet. Which way do I want to take y'all? Let's go up for now, because we need to go see the Graven Ash. Oh, also, I didn't grab this earlier, but if you jump up here, this door always stays closed, but you can grab this geo cache thing, like that. Now we're gonna go up. And right here, you'll kind of get trapped, if this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, come grab that, and uh-oh. As soon as you grab this, Wanderer's Journal. No? Okay, never mind. I thought that was the one where some enemies spawned behind you. Might be thinking of somewhere else. Oh, I know the bench I was thinking of earlier for Soul Master. And I was like, it's somewhere higher up in City of Tears. Yeah, okay, I just remembered. All right, for right now, we're just clearing out all these areas. Oh, this might be the one where stuff... Yeah, that guy spawns. That's what I was thinking of. It's just one guy. Ain't that bad. so through here. Ah. Okay. That's the way to the Colosseum. I'll show you the Colosseum. Kill that person. Okay. Come up here. I'm trying to remember what all's up here. It's a little mini gauntlet. That move there, Desolate Dive, it gives you some iframes, which can be abused pretty well. I don't even think those hit him because he was off screen. But doing that gives us our second, or our third vessel fragment. That's right, we bought one from Sly. So that's our first little chunk full. And you can see we get basically a third, I believe it is, over there. That's awesome, Coward Duck. Yeah, I love that. Whenever, yeah, most people, they don't expect that. Like, wait, what, really? Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's like whenever people come by the church, if they're, like my church, if they're, you know, here for something else, like they're here to work on the plumbing or something, but they walk by, they check out my office, they're like, dude, what is this room? This room is awesome. Or people come by like for a funeral or wedding or something, just people who aren't a part of the church, but they see my office. It's a conversation starter because of a lot of the same things. Okay, so we could take that lift up and we will, but not just yet. So I want to see if we can get over to the Colosseum for right now. Okay, so manually climbing your way up should be able to get us there. Boom. Now in this room, there's a lot of these exploding, guys, so just kind of... Oh, no! We have to open this wall from the other side. Ah! Okay, the Colosseum is over there, but I forgot that wall's closed. Bummer. Funeral going on next door while Doostyn the plumber wrecking analog sticks on Mario Kart. That's right. All right, so let's take this up. And, oh, you can see that sign over there? Those are grave markers. That's what those are supposed to be. Oh, I was holding down. Game says no. Ain't holding nothing. I've been to Rome. That was not how we got to the Colosseum. All right, yeah, see you later, Coward Duck. See that big sign. Lots and lots of... Do you hear that? It stopped. Anyway, there's two things I could show you. One, I guess I'll show you this one first because there's not much to it. See this nice, pretty glow that's happening? What is that? This is an area called the Blue Lake. And it's literally just that. It is a lake that is blue. There's not too much here. I'll show you a couple things that are here, but there's not a lot. Doesn't even have a theme song. Over here, remember I said there's an area above Salubra that we could get to? This is what I was talking about. I'm not going to drop down there because I can't get back up yet. But if I did show you the shade skip, then we could have gotten up here. Now, I can't actually show you the things that are up there because we don't have a certain ability just yet that we do need for that. And I can't even pogo this guy because he'll die immediately. But the only thing we're missing right now is up above us, there is a rancid egg. We'll get it later, but not now. And cool thing about the blue lake, I'll show you whenever we update our map, is the position of the blue lake. Now, up above us, those are a bunch of graves. Remember Hornet told us to go find a certain location? The grave in ash? This is where we needed to go. Cursed are those who turn against the king. Actually, over here is where we need to go. That was just a particular grave. Right here. See those 3 masks? This is what we needed to do. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher, in her archive surrounded by fog and mist. Lurian the watcher, in his spire looking over the city. And Hera the beast, in her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, Hallownest lasts eternal. First time playing this and reading that, you're like, what the heck does any of this mean? It makes sense as you play, but here, I'll show you. Dreamer locations added to map. Go no further, little shadow. Remember, we got this same kind of shaky effect and voice and people talking with these weird particle effects after we beat Hornet, and it said, would it seek to break the seals and blah, blah, they must stay, whatever. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to the sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals? By the vessel or by that captive light? Would the seals break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens. That plague springs anew. They must be undone. Yet still our seals remain. Our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds. It shall be done. There's Monomon, Lurian, and Hera, the dreamers. Fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. And we awaken somewhere else. Some kind of weird, ethereal dreamland. Oh, with a creepy ghost moth. Let's follow it. Basically, right now, we are in the dream world. We can see a moth behind us. It says, what a terrible fate they visited upon you. To cast you away into the space beyond body and soul, will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? And here we go. We get a very important item. You're about to start playing? Let's go. Hey, techie. Yes, we're winning. This is called the Dream Nail. Hold Y to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking. So the Dream Nail is not a weapon, but it is a very important key item. We wake up near this creepy moth that's watching us sleep and mumbling nonsense. Ah, this is the seer. You've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the Dream Nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit, that sacred blade has dulled over time. Together, perhaps, we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence, the precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out into the world, wielder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return it to me. I will teach you more. So now we have this new item that allows us to basically read the minds of any enemy or NPC. So for the seer, it says, "What are you doing? Poking about in a dusty old mine like mine? Nothing of worth is hidden inside, believe me. But keep probing the world around you with your dream nail. Hidden things will reveal themselves." So this door will open later, and there's some cool stuff there I'll show you. This is the resting grounds. Remember these? These weird trees I said that we can interact with later? We use the dream nail to do it. And when we do that, these little particles of essence will pop out, and we grab them. Remember, she said we need to get 100 of them and bring them to her. So as you play the game, you'll get different things for certain levels of essence. 100 is just the first one to get us started. But the final one that you'll need is 2,400. So you'll need quite a bit of essence throughout the game. And that gave us 20. Now, if you return to that tree, you can dream nail it again, and it'll tell you something. And it's grown up. Dream nail it, and it says, "Dead remembered, penitent moth, dreams revered." Okay, so in here, there are a few things to do. One, there's a stag station. So let's go grab that. And Cornifer has been here. And he says, "Hey, I got a map for this area. You can come get it. Come see me in Dartmouth." This one we don't have to pay for, thankfully. We can just hit the thing. And so let's go grab that map up in Dartmouth. Somewhere amongst the lines lie the Stag Nest, the place where I was born and raised. I'd thought its location lost to my failing mind, but now I can almost remember the path. If you keep opening stag stations and beckoning me through them, perhaps I'll find that nest. I would like that very much. So are you eventually hitting every tree in the game? You don't have to, but you should. So there are several ways to get bulks of essence. The primary way that you do that is through fighting dream bosses. So there have already been a few bosses that I said, well, there's a boss here, but we can't engage with it yet because we didn't have the dream nail. There's a lot of those. There are, I think, 7 dream warrior bosses. There are also harder versions of certain bosses, like we just fought Soul Master. If we go back to Soul Master's body, there will be like a ghost version of him that we can dream nail and go into his dream and fight a harder version of him. It's like him at his prime. And whenever we beat those dream bosses, we get a bunch of essence for those. So beating all the dream bosses will give you the bulk of the essence that you need, but not all of it. So trees help, and also just random enemies. Sometimes whenever you kill them, they'll drop an essence, and it'll make a little sparkly sound or whatever. Hello, beloved bison. Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm doing very well. How are you? Bampanada. Resting grounds map. There's not too much to it. No, you do not lose essence if you die. You will retain that. But now look, we have 4,443 Geo, so we're going to go ahead and grab our lantern now. And in fact, we're going to buy out his stock. Still looking for something to buy? Is your Geo weighing you down? Unfortunately, you seem to have cleared out everything I'd be willing to part with. Nothing left at all. I think there might be a few old trinkets down in my storeroom, but I lost the key a while ago. So no more business between us, I'm afraid. For now, at least. Get out of here and let me spend some quality time with all the Geo you've gifted me. So we will be able to find his key in a little bit, and that will allow us to go into the storeroom and get a bunch of stuff.
Bapanada.
Bapanada. These little tree things, they're called whispering roots, and this will show us where they are on the map. I believe this shows us all of the ones that we've come across. And these are those, what I was just talking about, those warrior, dream warrior, whatever, warrior graves. Cornifer told me he's found some interesting looking graves and shrines in the depths. You can use these pins to mark down any interesting graves on your map. Go and pay your respects. I'm doing fantastic. I don't think it's cool enough where you're wearing a denim jacket, but looks spiffy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was very chilly this morning. It's 54 now, which is chilly for us. But this morning when I was out, I went to go speak at my daughter's high school FCA thing, and it was 32 when we went out, and that's awful for us here in Texas. Ferrick said, not doing well emotionally. Started with the death of a church elder, going to look into change medication. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Ferrick. Well, Lord, just pray that you'd be with Ferrick today, that you would give him strength and peace, encourage him today, help him to get on any medication that he needs to get on the right stuff. But God, I just pray that you'd comfort him and their family and their church family. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, vendors. I guess I'll grab that while I'm here. Now we'll grab all these. Geo's burning a hole in my pocket. It's 14 there. Oh, no thank you. And it's a sunny 78 for Yoddles. 65 down here in San Antonio. I'm burning up. Oh, 65 sounds perfect, actually. That's like ideal temperature. Okay. So, oh yeah, there's a Whispering Root very close by that I showed y'all just a little bit ago. Yeah, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Remember, it was this one up here. And now we can interact with it. Boom, Dream Now. And I don't remember exactly how many there are, but for each thing. If you leave the room, these will despawn. So you want to get them all before you leave the area. Probably 2 more. Oh, no, just 1 more. Okay, that puts us at 49. Kind of weird that one, I guess, had 29, not 30. Now let's go back up to it, see what it said. Twisting paths, traveling masses, vessel sealed. Indeed. Okay. Let's see. Now let's go. We could do the Colosseum. Oh, no, we can't because we have to open that from the other side. Let's go to, back to Mila. And then we're going to enter that area. Remember, there was a shaky ground thing over by Mila? And now we know how to break through those, so let's go do that. There's that black egg. Wonder if there's anyone in here at the moment. No. Temple of the Black Egg. It's empty right now. You were the president of FCA in your high school, really? Camps back then were unreal. In fact, it was the only time North Mesquite got along with your people's area. Nice. Wait, my people being East Texas or Houston? I'm from Houston. Oh, notice. Mila's not singing anymore. Mila, you okay? Bury my body, cover my shell. What meaning in darkness? Yet here I remain. I'll wait here forever till light blooms again. Mila? Bury body, cover shell. Darkness, no meaning, dangerous. Still remain, light again. She's got this orange glow in her eyes. How much longer? Kill it. How much longer? Dangerous. How much longer? Kill it. How much longer? Kill the empty one. How much longer must I dig? All of this will make sense later. Right now it's just weird and creepy and sad. I don't know why East Texas was North Mesquite's rival. Yeah, that's random. All right, so now we can smash through this, fall down. Over on this right side is a rancid egg. Ta-da. And this leads us into a new area called Crystal Peak. Very pretty area. Here is that dark hallway. We would have, eventually, if we tried to make our way through and just brute force, we would have run into this locked door. So it wasn't even worth trying to make it through the dark. But now you know what's there. Here's some geo things. These guys you can only hit in the face. If you hit them in the butt, nothing happens. Okay. Yeah, Crystal Peak, it can be pretty tricky. There's some tricky platforming stuff. There's some cool secrets. Again, I'll show you all the things. These guys right now, with as much damage as we do, take 3 hits. There's a few little mini bosses and things in here, nothing too tricky. But there are some difficult platforming areas. Gathering Swarm will help you grab those before they fall and become unobtainable. You can hit those little pickaxes back at them. Over here, this will lead us to a bench. Oh, and you can see, if you look at the knight's character, on the front of him, that little glowing orb, that is our lantern. It automatically turns on. Those things, they do that. Whenever you jump on them, they will switch back automatically after a little bit, but you can force them to switch back by pogoing them. These things you can pogo. There's a bench. I believe it's down here. Here. These guys, they're like snipers that shoot crystals at you that explode. So take them out quickly. Whenever they do land their little exploding thing, just hit it and it'll break. This area is kind of big, so it can be a little overwhelming, but I just explore every little square inch and you'll find your way around. You can hit those away too, but they'll still, whenever they make contact with something, they explode into crystal bomb. Okay, we don't want to go this way just yet, but we'll come back here shortly whenever we have an upgrade from this very area. So we'll be over here before too long, because we're going to be able to upgrade one of our spells, our Desolate Dive. So each of there are 3 spells that you can get in the game, and each one can be upgraded into a much stronger version. So I'm just gonna kind of retrace all my steps because I want to make sure we get all the things. This is not a door that can be opened, even though it kind of looks like it should be able to be opened. Also, this room is really annoying in the speedrun, so I'm having like trauma. I haven't done the speedrun in years, but still. Remember, I don't like this room. Okay, we want to grab that grub. We might have to do it from the other side. I don't quite remember. Right here, don't push any buttons except the dash. If you try to hold directions and stuff, you're going to get yourself all messed up. This one's a lot faster. Be ready. Boom, boom. There we go. Oh, these guys, they shoot lasers and you cannot hurt them with your nail, but you can hurt them with your spells. So keep that in mind. You can hit them with any of your spells, but watch out for their lasers. They hurt. This guy is blocking a secret path. This is a breakable wall. We can't go there just yet, though. We are missing the upgrade from this area that we will need. Here's Cornifer's paper. Be careful with these guys. Again, they're lasers. They're dangerous. They'll get you. Over here is a shortcut that we can't quite do just yet. Come to scale the mountain. I've heard tale of a summit way up there. Too far for me, though, and I'm not really one for heights. Let's get a map. I just used timing. Wish I knew that. Yep, you can kill him with spells. We can't get up there. Oh, actually, we probably could. Because remember I said you can pogo off a lot of background elements? I'll bet we can do that. I don't think I've ever tried this before, but this definitely looks doable. Yep, there we go. King's Idol is up here, because that's one that the game wants you to come back whenever you have a double jump, but ain't nobody got time for that. So, let's continue on. Aha, a bench over here. These guys, they'll guard themselves with those spikes, but you just kind of keep bouncing on them, they'll turn them off. I call foul. What? Okay, here is a little mini boss. You hit him to wake him up because he's sitting on our bench. This is Crystal Guardian. You can't hurt him on his head, but you just kind of bounce off of him if you need to. Watch out for the lasers. Anytime he shouts, he'll... he jumps up there. And we can go fight him again later, a stronger, faster version of him, but we can't access him just yet because it's up there and we can't reach there. There's nothing to pogo. There's just no way up there yet. This will open that.
Are you sure about it?
I think. Okay. You need to kill... No, you do not need to kill the second version. Certain bosses are required for... are required for 112%, just because the boss itself counts towards percentage, but I don't believe... his name is Enraged Guardian, and I don't believe he counts towards 112. That door. We need to get over to the left side, or the right side, sorry. And I believe we get there maybe through here? Ah, no. I pushed jump, but it didn't register. Jump, then dash. Good. We can go down here to grab a grub, open a door, and... Okay, that just reconnects with that room. Okay. Wait, is this... No, that's not that. Okay. So we need to go past these on the left to go shut that off. Watch out, there's a conveyor belt. But then there's a switch to turn those off. And it's cool, you can see all the gears moving in the background and stuff. Grab some Geo while you're here. It'll turn off the slammy things. And open that. But we want to get on the other side of... this door up here to get our upgrade. Woo! Excuse me. That is where we want to be. So we got to find our way over there. Aha! Not like that. Which means we need to go up and over. Thank you. That Zote guy is very ungrateful. I say to him a few times, he doesn't appreciate it, and he never will. He's a jerk. That's why I hate Zote. One reason I hate Zote. Okay. Oh, we want to get over there. So this is... Oh, the shopkeeper's key. Remember I said we would find his key later? That's Sly's key. So now whenever we go back to Dirtmouth and to Sly's shop, we can access a lot more items. I don't remember what all's in there. I think there's more mask shards and other cool stuff. Okay, up here, we can see Quirrell again. Ah, quite a view, no? I'm not surprised you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Did it sadden you to see those miners below still laboring at their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose has been imprinted upon their husks. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder from where my knowledge comes. We'll find out later. Okay, over here, there's nothing up here, but, or nothing that we can go up. We're supposed to go down, and we will, but we'll come back to that, because up there, you're supposed to have the double jump. But you don't actually need the double jump to get up there. And there's an item, but also some super cool, important lore stuff. So I believe we have everything that we need to do that, so let's go do that now. This is going to be hard to do and to follow, but if you want to try it and do a little sequence breaking, just follow me. The hardest part really is just getting up there. Well, okay, not if you're playing like this. It's be like impossible, because I'm not playing well. Okay, so basically we want to pogo off of one of those pickaxes. Like that. And get up here. Now, this area assumes that you have the double jump. So, be prepared for that. There's some tricky things and some tough enemies, like these guys. They shoot lasers, they're pretty tricky, they're pretty tough. See, without that double jump, you're kind of at gravity's mercy sometimes. Here's a whispering route we can do. Stupid thing. So I would recommend healing, too, while you're here. I have the double jump. So what did I want to do over here? Let's watch and find out. Yes. You will find out what this area is for, because it's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, that was dumb. Very important lore things over here. Okay. Need to get all the way back up there now. I don't know if there's like a timer on those. Like if you take too long between getting them, if it resets. I don't actually know that. Okay, well that was all of them, so that's good. We can come back to that whispering root to hit it. It's not going anywhere. Okay, before we go up here, because that's progress, we do want something over here. This is tricky without any extra tools. That guy is gonna try and hit us, so I wait until he turns around. Go there. I still didn't time it very well. Boom. Heal up. Oh, I walked right into it. Come on, stupid. Okay, I'm gonna do it. There we go. But now I lost that soul to heal, but there's a grub. You just want to be careful on those because it's easy to bump your head on the spikes above you. All right, let's see what this one says. Light refracted, energy contained. Cool. And none of these enemies seem to respawn, so there's no one for me to farm soul from. But we still have a lot of tricky stuff to do. Some tricky platforming in the next room. Woohoo! That was really close. Okay. Now, we're going to start climbing. And I'm going to heal every chance I get. Get her out of range of that guy. Okay, there's a shaky floor. Boom. Really? We can heal up, top off on soul. Break that. Oh yeah, you'll see. Is there a shaky floor? No? No shaky floor right here. Okay. GG, remind me. I know you've told me, but it's hard to keep track. Have you gotten true ending yet? I think you said you got baby ending is what you called it, if I remember right. Okay, if I remember right, I think we need to keep that guy alive. The floater guy for Al. Even though he's following me, and so it makes me want to kill him. We need him. Idiot ending, okay. Okay, but we do want to kill that guy. Actually, we might not have to save that flying one. I don't know. No, there's one. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. And maybe I'm completely wrong. It's been a while. Ow. Oh, yep. Okay, so... Dang it. There we go. we want to pogo him to get up here. We're not done yet. We have more. All of this is really easy with double jump, but it's just, I'm showing you if you want to get here early, you can. So those spikes you can bounce off of, even on the side like that. Okay, and then up here, and come up, and now you're at the very top of the kingdom. This is called Hallownest's crown. You can see several glowing things. They're all ominous and cool looking and whatever. And over here, you see something very interesting. And get an item, which is pale ore, which is something you need to upgrade your nail. That dilapidated statue is the super interesting thing. Keep that picture in mind. Wrap your brain around that picture, because that's the only time you see that image physically manifested in the kingdom of Hallownest. But we will learn what this is all about much later in the game. But this is the only place you actually find it, right here. Okay, now you have a few options. You could drop all the way back down. What is this area? It's called Hallownest's Crown, and it's at the very, very top. That's their soccer team mascot. That's their soccer field. Exactly. Basking cracked the code. You do anything else up there? Nope. That's it. Ow. Don't think there's anything else over here either. Typically, I would just fall back or fall down from where we were, but we're not actually done here. Remember, I took a detour up here. Ow. Because we want to go get that ability. Oh my goodness. I thought I could just weasel my way in between them. I was wrong. I went back there a lot of times. Good to know I wasted my time. At least I know I'm my missing sections aren't that way. There you go. Okay, so we've got a grub over here, and we got the pale ore up here, which those were the main important things, like progress-wise, that we needed here. But lore-wise, it was super interesting to see that statue. And boom, now we're back here. But so now we're going to go down as we were intended to. And just kind of be careful right here. But knowing what you know now that you can kill these guys. Oh, let's see. You could dream nail them. Nope, there's not enough time. Not enough, like, space in between them. They don't give you enough. Unless you did it like that. Away, away. You could do that. I don't think it's worth the hit, though. That will open that. Boom. There's a rancid egg over there we could go grab. Right here. Ah, that guy was ready. Just trying to kill me. Which I guess, yeah, it's true. They are trying to kill me. Rancid egg, a bunch of geo. And now we're going to be be on the other side of that door. Ta-da! And through this way, we will find our upgrade. There's a little bit of a platforming challenge right here. It's really not as easy as you're making it look. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. So you want to top off on soul right here because you'll probably take some hits, either by spikes or by lasers. But that will allow you the ability to heal. Right here. Oh, well, okay, that was weird. You can, if like the timing doesn't work out great, you can just kind of stall by doing that. And then you can grab some more soul. Okay, so we want to keep going to the right because right here we will get our upgrade by this weird bug machine looking guy. Just going over a few minutes because I gotta finish this part of the tutorial. This is the crystal heart. While on the ground or clinging to a wall to hold LT while doing that to concentrate the force, release the button to blast forwards and fly through the air. So this is like a super dash move that we can do. You just hold LT. You can do it while you're against a wall or on the ground. Let go, and you will just fly until you make contact with something. And it's really cool. And fun. It's a fun ability. Okay, so that's that part of it. Now go up here, super dash on the wall, or crystal heart, whatever, to grab another grub. I've been beaten by a character with a flying scythe. Oh, Galleon. He's getting on my nerves. Yeah. Yep. You just gotta kind of watch that, watch the pattern, because that scythe, it'll rubber band pretty hard. The other scythes that he'll spawn, they don't. They follow a set pattern, so those ones are pretty easy to deal with. But that initial scythe, it will rubber band on you pretty hard. What I like to do with Galleon is I try to stay on the ground, and I just hold up, and I hit him like this. I'll dash to dodge the scythe, but I don't try and jump and get in his face. I just stay on the ground, and when he floats down near me, I hit him from below. That's the easiest way to deal with Galleon. Unnecessary movement will get you hurt in Galleon's fight. Oh, okay. We gotta go around, I guess. No? How do we get back up there? Oh, this is the one in the middle, isn't it? Yeah, right here. I always just fail to even see this, but this is an opening. Right here, it's easiest to super dash. Hit that, open the thing, you got your grub. And then most of this area is done for now. Doobie-doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Bum, 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 and that'll turn those off. Welcome in, everybody. How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. What were you up to today? How was your stream? And thank you so much for bringing over your awesome community. If y'all are just coming in with Doobie-Doo and I haven't got to meet you yet, hi, my name is PastorDoostyn. I'm a real pastor who plays Pokemon, Doom, and everything in between, all with the intention of sharing God's love with the gaming world because I believe God loves gamers, and so do I. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're doing a full guided 112% playthrough, walkthrough.
I'm looking for ice cream.
And we're looking for ice cream.
I like ice cream every night.
Of Hallownest. So right here, which we couldn't do anything with earlier, now we can. So we'll super dash over here. Nice, Mipsy. Good to see you. Oh, man. Right here. Oh, no, this is the one. What if you go to that big statue you showed us way up top? Can you use your afterburner off to the left? Yes, you can. And you'll end up back in Dirtmouth. And also, oh, right here, don't just keep going. There's a hole down here. You want to go down here. You can hear that grub already. It's crying. But where we're going will also take us to Dartmouth. Oh no! Nightmares! So as you keep playing the game, you will come across grubs like that are not actually grubs. Let's see if this one's real. Yay! That one's real. Hello, I usually make Hollow Knight content, but we played Animal Crossing today. Oh, nice. Yeah, because there's an update, right? Well, very cool. Well, thank you for bringing everyone over and welcome in. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Yeah, those. Yeah, Hollow Knight, it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I've played this game thousands of hours and platinumed it on every platform and whatever. Done like a lot in this game, but I'm finally making like an actual guide and playthrough for my kids who are starting to play it, but also for people in the community that are just getting into it because of Silksong, you know. So, yeah, so kind of talking through it and just showing all the tips and tricks and secrets and things, and it's been really fun. But so now you may recognize where we're at. We're back in Dartmouth, and now we have access up to Crystal Peak from here. Over here, now that we have the Dream Nail, we will start seeing some of these little ghost guys. This guy is the Grave Digger. Says, hey, another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. If you won't spare a thought for the dead, at least consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession. Now, you can just leave him here as his grumpy old ghost self, or if you're feeling particularly heartless, you can use your Dream Nail and just absorb his soul into your Dream Nail for an extra essence. One measly essence. Now, remember, we picked up the shopkeeper key there in, Crystal Peak, so we can go to Sly. But look who's here. She finally woke up from dreaming about us, I guess, and she's sitting on the bench. This is Bretta. Now, watch what happens if we sit by her, because remember, she's got a crush on us. And if we just sit here for a second, watch her face. It turns red. She's all embarrassed. My savior, so close. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station is opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Who would ever do that? No, you don't need to go search for all those ghost guys. In fact, there's one in particular that you're definitely heartless if you absorb, and that's in the City of Tears. I'll show you that one later. What do you have there? Why, that's the key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I've no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me. Yes, very kind. And now that I can open up my old storeroom, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still retain their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look. And here we go. Another mask shard, another vessel fragment, the elegant key for that ornate door that we saw earlier, heavy blow, which is terrible, and sprint master. So let's start buying things. Get another mask shard. I think that's... Oh, that's a full extra mask. Let's go. So now we have 7 masks. And look, another mask shard. As it turns out, I do actually have one more of these shards left. Very last one. Vessel fragment. Let's grab the key. And then these... I guess we can go ahead and get them because we got to get them eventually, and we need 4 Geo. Let's go get 4 Geo real quick and come by that. And then we'll... Remember, break this. Oh, told you that very, 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 very rare chance encounter that can happen there. Now we actually can get it. So every time I start entering this area, I'll show you how we will start entering. We will enter by slamming. That's the only way that you can encounter that very, 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 very rare chance encounter that has to do with the sign. But you can sit there and like grind it for like an hour and not meet him. It's very rare. But we will eventually meet him because we're going to do everything. Yeah, I can't miss out on charms. Every charm is worth a percentage for the 112%. There's 40 in total. So that's a big chunk of your 112. Oh! Okay. Now, we can move faster. So let's go grab our elevator back up to Crystal Mines, whatever. Because we're not actually done here just yet. I mean, can anything happen in the game so you cannot get one? Certain ones, yes. There are a couple of them that are interchangeable. Specifically in the DLC, it might only be 2. With the Grim Troop stuff, you basically have to choose one charm or the other. Either way, you'll end up with 40. So you can't have both. You can just choose one or the other. So in this guide, I'll only be able to show you one of them. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to go through here. And a tricky little platforming challenge. This is all about timing. Just kind of being aware. Woo, that's close. There we go. Not too tough. But it is pretty tight. Okay, down here we will find a charm called Deep Focus. Deep Focus, I believe it costs 4 charm notches, and it heals double. But it also takes a lot longer to heal. So one build that some people do is they will combine Deep Focus with Quick Focus, and it doesn't work out exactly. It's like just a little bit off, but basically you can heal double in just about the same amount of time. But that takes up 7 of your charm notches. So is it worth it? It's not a build I ever run, but some people do. Okay. So we want to go back over here. Oh, we just filled out the Hunter's Journal for those guys. You know what, actually, before I even go over there, I think there might be a grub over here that I missed. In this room on the top left. Oh no, it's a rancid egg. I knew there was something up here. Okay, but now we're gonna go over to the right and upgrade our Desolate Dive. Okay, Desolate Dive spell. Because if you fall down there, you will land back in the resting grounds. But if you come over here, you'll be able to do a little platforming challenge thing and can upgrade your Desolate Dive to a stronger version. This is the Crystallized Mound. Don't even bother trying to kill those guys, because it's just More trouble than it's worth. You just need to get by them. That one is worth killing. There's a Balder. Get rid of him. You want to go... well, this is just for soul. It's like, I know we need to go left and we need to go up. But left actually isn't necessary unless you're low on health. Go grab some soul over there. Here, this is kind of tricky. Just jump around those to get your grub. Wait for these to come back just in case you need one. Boom. Now we're going to go up to the left. And a snail shaman is stuck in this crystal. And he turns into dark goop. Consumed the descending dark. So now you do everything exactly the same way, except now your hitbox is bigger. You might even get more iframes. I'm not sure on that, but you do a lot more damage with your whatever it was called before. Now it's descending dark, which most of the time you'll hear me refer to it as D-dark. That's what people in the community usually call it. It's just D-dark. It's easier to say. Okay, so we've got D-dark. I think we've done everything that we need to in Crystal Peak for now. So I'm going to drop down into the resting grounds. And let's fight our first warrior boss. So remember here, earlier I was here and nothing happened. This ghost guy didn't show up, but now that we have the dream nail, it does. This is 0. Stop there. Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dreams, I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, wanderer? Will you flee, or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? Challenge the warrior dream? Heck yeah. So this is 0. And all of the warrior dreams, you'll realize, have very similar patterns and abilities. They all like to just use like floating projectiles. A lot of them float around. And boom, that's 0. Every time you kill a warrior dream, you'll get a chunk of essence. I think 0 gives us 100. Ah, I can see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Simply call me a fool. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I'll be watching. That's creepy. And we get, 100 for killing 0. So now, dark splat, Now we can take that 100 over to the seer and go see what she gives us. Also, right here, you can see some light kind of bleeding through. You can walk to the left here. And there's a charm called Dream Shield. Dream Shield costs... Is it 2? What does a Dream Shield cost? No, 3. Okay, it's 3. But it creates this little shield that goes around you in a circle. And it can do damage to things equal to 1 nail hit, I believe. But it can also block projectiles and things like that. You can't control it. It just kind of goes on its own. But Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at that dream now. You've already collected 100 essence. Quick work. Things come naturally to you, don't they? No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them. Or perhaps, being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me and return when you've collected 200 essence. We get a seal. I believe whenever you get 200, this door opens. But we won't be able to get that today, sadly. Okay. That's Stag Station. Down here, if you break this grave, there's a little area down here. There are some dangerous enemies that do double damage, as well as some of those little homing missile idiots. Hit these guys, hit and move, because they do double damage. Lots of breakable walls, so explore. There was one of them. Here's some geo. Whoa! This guy's guarding a grub. Maybe? Yep, that's a real grub. You gotta be careful with these things, you just never know. Over here to the right, there's some geo, but there's a couple of breakable walls, one above you, which will lead to a different area. I'll show you that in a minute. And also, breakable wall over here that leads to more. Watch out for spikes. Keep moving, but be careful. Jump up here. Idiot. Oh, see, double damage. But look, one D-Dark killed him. D-Dark is very strong. Up here, there's a thing called Soul Eater. Soul Eater is like a more powerful version of Soul Catcher that we got early on in the game. So whenever you hit enemies, you acquire more soul. A lot more soul. But it costs, I think, 4 charm notches. So very pricey. But if you're making a big spell-based build, you know, you could maybe do like Shaman Stone, Soul Eater, Spell Twister. Whoa. That was weird. I didn't even think I pushed that. Oh, I forgot to show you what was up there. We're not going to really engage with what's up there yet, but I'll show you what's up there. So up here. Okay. Gigi, I know you've done this, but this may come as a shock to you. So there's a bench and a building, and inside this building, there's a very weird creature who talks in a weird way. This is the Grey Mourner. Ah, Mahon, this world, this cruel, sinful world, why does she wake? Why does she persist? Ah, Le Maire, you could not know of tragedy as complete as she's. True lovers stripped apart, 2 worlds that could not meet. And now, Milid lover, dead so long in time, dead so far away, buried, Manoir? Aye, amongst its fateful kin that did not deny our union, that did reject she's outsideness. She does not suppose? Nalo, could she ask? Could she burden? Le Maire, couldst you deliver gift to her grave? The gift is maybe small, but the trek is long. She rests amongst her kind near our queen's lush refuge. Would such a thing be done? She asked perhaps impossible things, mad things? For Le Maire to take up such quest would be a kindness she has near forgotten. Melted, thank you for the follow. Okay, we're not going to accept the gift just yet, because we're not doing that yet. You turn away? She should have expected such. This world is not one of favors, only of heartache. But remember I said there were the 5 great warriors? This is one of the great 5 warriors. The Grey Mourner. That quest is notoriously annoying. I'll show you a optimal route for it, but not today. We don't have the things we need to be able to accomplish that. So we're not going to fool with that today. But when it's time, we'll do that. Okay, now we're going to explore the left side of this. And we can hear there's an item. There's a breakable wall. Watch out. Boom. Break that. Another one. And that was our journal entry for those. More breakable walls, more idiots. No, you don't have to fight it. But it was just one of the great 5 warriors. Now you break this, and this will lead you back out here to the whatcha-hootie thing, elevator above City of Tears that went down to King's Station. Now, one thing I forgot to show y'all, after we got the dream nail and it said the dreamers' locations were marked on the map, we can see not only the Black Temple head over there, but also the 3 masks and where they are at. So, no, it's not a fight you missed. We can see one up above City of Tears, close-ish to the Soul Sanctum. One kind of floating up there around the Fungal Waste and Fog Canyon, and then one way over here in the darkness that we have not gone to yet. So, we will start exploring those things, I guess, next time. So I'll grab the bench at King's Station, and then I'm way over time on stream, and so I gotta go. Although, man, I really want to go up and fight the Colosseum, but I can't. We can't get in there yet. Oh, here's one more thing we could do before I quit for today. Let's go upgrade our nail again. Because remember, we got that pale ore? So we can get another damage buff. That will take us to... Ooh, boy. I don't remember. I don't remember how much the next damage buff will do. I'll have to look it up. Oh, so many things I want to show y'all, but I just don't have time to do it all today. Our first dreamer we'll do tomorrow, but it'll be up there. That's the one that I said it's kind of floating up above Soul Sanctum and whatever. It'll be up there. It's another thing you're supposed to have double jump for. You don't need double jump for. I'll show you. But maybe we just go get double jump, because double jump makes everything easier. Oh yeah, I should have shown y'all, but I love the little drowning animation. Oh, so also, we can't quite get up there, but we'll just do right here. Once you can get up there, it's fun to just dash across to up here. Hey buddy, I'm back. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore, a rare fine metal. That. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. Oh, but we need 800 geo. We can easily get that because we have things to give to Lem. So let's go do that real quick. We have a king's idol, we have 3 seals, and we have a couple wonders things. If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each one was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the king's omnipotence.
War's son? Yeah. Velmi Ardred. Velmi Ardred. Velmi Ardred.
One thing that Silksong, quality of life thing that was really nice was that each of the items, the relics that you could turn in that game, one, you could turn them all in at once. That was nice, so you didn't have to go through these menus over and over. But also, each one you could read them, and there was stuff tied to them. So you'd be like, oh, I got that one there, and that says that, and oh, that means that bug that I found it on had this experience or something, which is really cool. But in this game, wasn't really a thing. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. So now we have more than enough.
Ranjo Stenja.
Ranjo Stinya to you too.
Jonsha.
Chuncha. I love that. Boo.
Garadel Akari.
Reforging is complete. I've added a channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than it used to be. All right, so now our nail is what's called the channeled nail, a cleft weapon of Hallownest. The blade is exquisitely balanced. All right, so let's go grab the bench at King's Station. Good. Nope, can't do that. 2 hits on those guys now. One hit on those guys now. Could go into the Royal Waterways, but they're not very fun, so I don't really want to go on the Royal Waterways right now. Those guys are all 1 hit. The big ones are 2. Because remember that fragile strength, it multiplies our damage. Actually, you know where I may go? I'm going to go down to 1 new area, and then I'll save, and then I'll be done. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. All right. So we're going to go back down this area, this shaft. You can see it starts getting all gray. And look, this elevator is busted. Yeah, for real this time. Now, if you go over here to the right, there's one of these, the Whispering Root. What's funny is if Wifey turned on the stream right now to see, like, man, where is he? Why is he not home yet? What's taking so long? She would instantly be like, oh, Hollow Knight. Okay, yeah. Sometimes my kids will do that. Like if I'm taking too long or whatever, they'll be like, where's Daddy? And they'll look it up and they're like, oh, he's streaming, he's doing this or whatever. And if they saw, oh, he's playing Hollow Knight, they'll be like, ah, we can expect him at like 3 a.m. Great. Nope. Good. Ta-da. Was about to make that joke. It's true, though. All right, let's go see what this Whispering Root says. Oh, I'm totally out of range, but it worked. Kingdom above, palace below. Servant's path. Oh, and you see these little dark blobs kind of floating in the foreground? Yeah, just kind of remember those. Okay. This will give us some geo. Down here. There's a couple of things going on over here. One, if we come down here, it'll lead us, it's probably a long way, and maybe I shouldn't have done this, but this will lead us to another pale ore that we can use to upgrade our nail. But the next upgrade, we need 2 pale ore. These are like little baby brooding Molochs that we fought earlier, remember? That first boss. And looky here. After we kill all those, remember this person? This was Cloth. My friend, you dealt with all those beasts? I'm ashamed to say I was hiding. Those ghastly things chased me and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd have ever survived. Others take me for a fearsome warrior, what with my impressive size, but this kingdom's beasts, I wonder if I'm just no match for them. Enough! I cannot wallow in my weakness. I must take strength from your example. Cloth reminds me of Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood now. Just made that connection. You act so confident in battle. You show no fear before your foes. I'll try my best to do the same. I look forward to our next contact, tiny savior. Then you'll meet a warrior with courage to match your own. Actually, let's see what Dream Nail dialogue says. Such luck. This tiny one appears at just the right moment, and what masterful skill it shows. As a warrior, it sets powerful precedent. I'd do well to learn from its form. Why, thank you. Kept thinking Man-Eater Mildred. Wait, what? Man-Eater Mildred. Pale ore acquired. I don't know that I know that person. Do I know that person? Should I know that person? Boom. Go down here. Even though we already got our pale ore. But look, grubby. Little grubby bubby. Okay, that's all we needed right there.
Hot diggity dog.
Oh, it's an invader?
This place is magnificent.
No armor except a sack and a butcher knife. Ah. So we do not have the tram pass just yet, so we can't do anything there. But we're going to go down into this area, which is a new area we can get a map for and all that, called the Ancient Basin. Right here, we can't do anything with it just yet, because we don't have quite enough, but here's Cornifer. But we need 3,000 geo to interact with that thing properly. Old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many'd reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I, at least in recent history. Okay, we got that. And we're gonna grab a bench. Oh, I can't grab that bench. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh no, okay. I have to go a little bit longer because we need to go get the double jump, which I guess we're gonna do now. This bench you can grab, and I guess I'll do it because I'm here, but it's not necessary, but you can. I've heard there's some kind of soft lock you can get with that bench. I don't know exactly how or what happens, but apparently it's possible to soft lock yourself right there. I've never done that and don't plan on it. Watch out for those spikes. You can hear this wind kind of howling. Now look, oh, I can't reach that. Oh man, if only I had a double jump. Well, just be patient. Dead end. Oh man, I guess we got to go down here. Oh. Yeah, hit those for your journal. Now we need to go down here. These things are like cousins of the brooding Moloch. These are just the fat Moloch. I guess they're not brooding. I do not have a way to hit that one. There is a way, but I don't have the skill just yet. So we're just going to bypass a lot of these. Boom. Let's go down here. And inside this guy, with this bug, he has a simple key. Let's see what his last thoughts were. Mine. Wonder if this thing has a thought. No, it has no thoughts. It just eats. Well, good job, stupid. You got your key, but it got you eaten. Ghost balloon. You never found that? Come here. Keep hunting those down, because certain enemies are only in certain spots, and you don't want to have to come back to get them just for your journal or whatever. All right, so this is our next boss. It's a pretty fun one. This is Broken Vessel. Oh, okay. Whenever he does that, I like to just start spamming D-Darks. He staggers very easily. And boom, he's over. He's not that difficult. Also, he reaches out to you. No. But then just beyond him...
Whoa, look out, look out!
Yeah, no, Hunman, I'm way over.
Help me!
It's hard to stop once I start playing Hollow Knight. I did actually mean to stop just a second ago, but I couldn't reach that bench because I didn't have the double jump. But boom, now I do. Double jump acquired. This is Monarch Wings. And ta-da!
I'm gonna stick you in the schnoz.
So now we can access all sorts of other things that we could not before. Like, for one, we can get out of this little area that we couldn't just a second ago. Now look. Look, see, his body's still there, and there's all these little ghostly artifacts. If you dream nail it, you'll go into his little dream or whatever, and you can fight a harder version of him. And this is for several bosses. Not every boss, but many bosses. So here he is. This is Lost Kin. Basically the same fight, but just faster. And more health and all that. This is a really fun fight, one I really enjoy. He doesn't do the headbang move, which is kind of strange. I'm not sure why he doesn't do it, but he just doesn't. But he still staggers just as easily and all that. as you can tell. A nice thing about fighting these dream bosses is there's not really that much at stake with them, even though they're really hard, because if you die, it doesn't really count as a death. If you die, you just kind of respawn right there. So that's Lost Kin. Fun fight. I really enjoy that one. But we'll get quite a few Dream Essence for that. He's just kind of hanging out there. He didn't say anything. Just accept. Sure. I think we get like 300, maybe? No, 400 for that. So that puts us at 606. Exactly, Hunman. Found this guy. He beat me a few times, the second version. Have yet to go back and beat him again? Yeah, do it. You got this. Don't let him push you around. I did not enjoy him. Oh. I do. I really enjoy that fight. Boom. 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 And there's a couple things we can do up here. Also, this is a good place to farm those little fire ghosts, because it's one of the only places you can find them. I don't remember exactly what item it is up here. Oh, it's a grub. I just remembered that there's something up here that we need. Okay. You know what we did not? How many more do we need? Journal. Let's look while I'm here. Infected balloon, 5 more. Let's respawn or reset that room. One, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Shut the door. Where's 5? Oops. Just need 1 more. Hey, Roku. Hey, Lion. Good to see y'all. And boom. There we go. Journal entry done, because, like I said, we won't see many of those, so get that while you can. We'll go back. We'll go all the way over to the right side, and we'll double jump up here. You can dash across, and we'll have a stag station and a bench over here. This is the palace grounds right here.
You stink of horse.
It says, you stink of horse. It says, a corpse in white armor. We're not going to interact with that just yet. We'll do that later. Break this wall. Go through. And look at this. This is so interesting now because of Silk Song. Look, silk spools everywhere. This one costs 300. It's pretty pricey. I think he has some interesting things to say about this one. Ah, what station is this? Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away. Oh, one thing I was going to show you earlier, I mentioned, but forgot to actually show, is... Oh my goodness. Oh, it doesn't... Yeah, it does show up on the map. So see Blue Lake there above Lurian's mask floating there? Where my mouse is? Blue Lake. Blue Lake is above the City of Tears. If you wondered, how is it raining underground? It's because the water is seeping down from Blue Lake. It's just leaking through the ground. That's it. Very simple, but it's a fun little world building thing. Just fun to make those little connections. Okay, so I'm going to stop there for real now. I would love to keep playing for 10 more hours because there's so many things I want to do and show you, but they will have to wait for tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and you can like and subscribe and all the things. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. I can help you. Other people can help you. But I hope this was a helpful guide for part 2. Tomorrow we will start actually going after some of the dreamers. We'll get more charms, more abilities. We'll go get our final spell, and we'll do a lot of things tomorrow. It'll be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. But until I see you again, know that God loves you, and so do I. Bye, YouTube.